Hi folks. You know, in many of my Sea Shepherd related videos, I wear this U.S. Navy hat and pretend to be Commodore Tony. Yeah, that's me, says I. And I purchased this hat off of eBay. And I let people know I purchased the hat, I pretend to be a Commodore, and the Commodore does not currently exist in the United States Navy. I say I do that because the captain of Sea Shepherd, Captain Kangaroo, he wears a badge claiming he's enforcing some sort of law on the high seas, pretending to be law enforcement. So if he can pretend to be law enforcement, I can pretend to be a Commodore. Yeah, we're playing pretend, kids. But it does not stop there, this playing of pretend. The good captain is also pretending to be a captain. Yeah! According to an article that appeared in a magazine called The New Yorker in November of 2007, the good captain is not a captain. He's not a credentialed captain. So he's pretending to be law enforcement and he's pretending to be a captain. The Sea Shepherd individual that was arrested by the Japanese Peter Butane, he's right now in the Japanese jail. And people are worried he's going to spend 15 years in the Japanese jail. To which I have to say, really? Do you really think the Japanese want him around for 15 years? Come on, I mean, let's use a little common sense here, folks. But people are also saying all he did was try to serve the captain of the Shonan Maru a bill for sinking his ship, as well as an arrest warrant. That's all he did. Perfectly innocent. And he's going to jail for that? Really? Perfectly innocent? He illegally boarded a ship on the high seas. When you do that on the high seas, you are in violation of numerous maritime laws. You do not enter a ship on the high seas without the permission of that ship, specifically the captain. Also, when he boarded that ship, to get through the netting around that ship, he cut it with his own knife. By his own admission. So he destroyed private property, illegally entered his ship, and you're saying all he did was just deliver innocently a letter, a bill, and an arrest warrant? Come on, eh? He was upset that his Ady Gil there was sunk by the Shonan Maru, the Japanese whaling ship. Now I say he rammed it into them. Sea Shepherd types say that the Shonan Maru rammed into him and sunk his little craft there. Alright, I'm going to grant you that. Let's, for argument's sake, say you're right. The Shonan Maru rammed his ship and sunk it. So I have to say, do we have a little bit of a double standard here? Because it seems like Sea Shepherd brags that they sunk some ships. See? That's alright for them to sink ships and brag about it. But when one of their ships supposedly gets sunk by an aggressor, they say, shame on you, you're illegal, we're going to arrest you, make you pay for the ship, it's wrong what you did, because only we can sink ships, not you. That's known as a double standard. I get messages from YouTubers all over the world, specifically in the Faroe Islands, the Netherlands, Finland, Canada, the United States of America, and Australia, sending me volumes of information about these children of the high seas of Sea Shepherd and how they're exploiting and their illegal activities. So I want to thank all of you for providing me that information. And one of those good tubers is a person who would like to be addressed as Ensign Matt, as part of Commodore Tony's Make-Believe Navy. Yeah! So welcome aboard, Ensign Matt. Ensign Matt sent me some very valuable and sensitive information that I have forwarded through a second party or a third party in Japan to be sent to the Institute for Cetacean Research, the ICR. So thank you, Matt, for that information. Now, earlier in this year, I posted a video advising the people in Japan in reference to the Sea Shepherd's Charter in the state of Washington. Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, the organization of the girly men, has their charter here in the United States. Now, we do not issue corporate charters from the federal government in Washington, D.C. Individual states issue those charters. They have their charter from the state of Washington, which is on our west coast, the Pacific coast, not the capital, Washington, D.C. I have a link to the Secretary of State for the state of Washington in the description. You may want to contact the Secretary and let him know the terroristic activities taking place by an organization chartered to the state of Washington. I also have a link giving out corporate information as registered with the state of Washington. Another link is where you can purchase Sea Shepherd corporate documents from the state of Washington so you can examine them further. All right? I did your homework for you. Yeah! You're going to have to do something to defend yourselves against these girly men harassing you. They're bragging, well, we cut your harvest by half this year. To which I have to say, really? Yes, you did cut it in half, but guess what? The Japanese still slaughtered over 500 whales, and Sea Shepherd has been engaged in illegal activities for the last 30-some-odd years. And guess what, folks? It's still going on. The Canadians still harvest the seals. The Alaskans are still hunting their whales, as well as in Iceland, the Faroe Islands, and Norway, and Japan. So all the money you suckers around the world have been coughing up to this illegal and terrorist organization, Sea Shepherd, has gone for naught, other than to keep certain people fat. No, not me. All right, folks. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. And God bless the nation you happen to be in. See ya.
300,000 more, shouting the battle cry of freedom.